Thursday, April the 7th, and it's here. It has arrived. We're at the necessary evil type of running training that we need to kind of have to do in order to get comfortable, I'll say, with the idea of running slightly longer distances. We don't think that we're going to turn anybody into a huge fan of running, but we want you to at least be able to feel like you can tolerate it and see the value in the functional movement of running. I mean, what else? I can't even think of another movement outside of air squats, maybe deadlifting a little bit, that is so functional that you will actually use this stuff quite a bit in life. Maybe not running a marathon or half marathon, or even maybe not 5K, but I'm sure that you see the value in being upright and moving quicker and keeping up with your kids and even your grandkids. So we run, right? And we run, and it's nice enough out now that we should be able to. That being said, I'm filming this on a Monday, having just done this workout, and I did look at the forecast for the week. Thursday, when this is programmed, is supposed to be the warmest day of the week, but also the day with the highest percentage chance of rain. So you may not even see this video because we're gonna have a backup plan, probably using bikes indoors that'll have like sort of the same purpose, ready to go if in case it's too rainy on Thursday. But let's get into it. Like, what are we doing here? Just in case anybody thinks that I'm full of it with this type of workout, this one is right out of the Chris Hinshaw playbook. And if you don't know who he is, just think of him as like CrossFit's guru of running and aerobic capacity. This is the kind of thing that he would have you do if you were to sign up for the CrossFit aerobic capacity course. It's all about percentages of your top pace in running, biking, rowing, skiing, dialing it back, kicking it into gear for a little while, all at not even super long distances that are quite similar to what we're going to do here today. So you can look him up if you want to, if you don't believe me. But in general, what are we trying to do? We are trying to aim for short bursts at not maximum pace, but something that a pace, let's call it, that you would feel proud of yourself at if this was your mile pace. All right, so I'm not saying you're gonna run at your mile pace today. You might be at like 90 to 95% of your mile pace. And then every single time we do an interval, you cut it back intentionally. And that cutting it back is the make or break of this workout. So here's how it works logistically. It is 3 rounds of the following. We'll line up at the door, 3, 2, 1, go. You're running that sort of proud mile pace for 300 meters. So you're just doing a lap around Ducktopia. When you get back, instead of stopping, you're just gonna really put on the brakes and turn it into a nice light jog out to the 100-meter line and back. All right, and the purpose of this jog is to recover, right? So that you can, when it's time to turn the afterburners on again, you have it in the tank, you're ready to go. So you do your 200-meter jog, get back to the door, and then you immediately book it again, this time just for a 200-meter run. We have to turn around at the 100-meter line, but that's okay. You guys are used to doing that. When you get back from that, you jog it out 200 meters again. All right, we're gonna do that whole thing, that whole sequence, 300, 200, 200, 200, 3 different times. All right, and this isn't an overly long workout, but that being said, how long it is depends on a couple of things, like your pace at running. We're gonna write a time on the whiteboard today, but this is a stimulus workout where as long as you achieve the stimulus and do it right, then we all win. Like we're writing the time on the board for posterity's sake so that we remember it if we do it again. But this is not, everybody's jog pace is different. And I'll explain why in a second. But again, writing a time on the board today, but it does not matter. Like, don't think of it as, not that you normally do, but just don't think of it as ultra important. So that jog is the whole point of this workout when you think about it. You need to be recovered enough that the next run, when you actually have to turn it on, you are ready to go for it. And so for some people, your jog, you're gonna say is like, that was more like a walk for me. And honestly, that's okay. We want it to be a jog. You get a little bit more out of it that way. And then on the other side of things, some of you are gonna come back and say, you know what, my turning it on 300 meter or 200 meter lengths was just about the same pace as my quote-unquote jog. And honestly, if that's how it turns out being, then that's, this is all the more reason why this type of workout is important for us. So hopefully nobody gets discouraged by this one. It's even one you could probably do on your own if you miss it. But we'd love to see you, and we'd love to kind of celebrate our getting better at running eventually at that 5K. All right, see ya.